Hey, Lacey's running the volume. She don't care. She's like, yeah, we'll just create the feedback, looking at me like I'm crazy. She's doing whatever she's doing.
You're looking at me like you don't know
Hey,
how to
welcome
press the
everybody
volume
to Sean
button.
and not my computer. Sean and Lacey live. Here we are with you. Sean and Lacey here. Go, Lacey.
Hi, everybody. Sorry, I need this closer to me. Our studio got a little bit discombobulated, but there we go.
Rough start to the show.
It's good. I don't even know if they could hear the feedback. All right, so who do you guys think we have on tonight? Monitoring, producing, running sound effects. Who do you think it is? Well, it's obviously not Bobby Delude, the podcast dude, because
Bobby Delude,
he's on
the podcast
here.
dude. Hey, we should make a jingle for the podcast.
Go.
Bobby, you should do a $100 prize to whoever makes the best jingle, the best
Call a jingle.
intro. No, the intro music,
sure.
like the actual official music of the Bobby Delude, the podcast dude show. Bobby Delude, the podcast dude.
Good
Who
job.
does everybody think is running the show tonight?
Who's Bailey Quall said Georgia.
Georgia, okay.
Good job, Bailey.
Good job, Bailey.
I think Skip thought it might be Bailey. Yep. Nope. Who do we got? Show yourself. We got Josh. Josh is running the show tonight.
Josh is here running the show. He's got his B-boy hat on. Last time, what happened? Were you wearing the last time?
Blue Jays.
Oh, Blue Jays.
He's rocking the Red Sox tonight.
Yep, favorite team.
Favorite team. How are they doing in the standings?
I don't even know right now.
My favorite team. I don't even know. It could be in last place.
I am disconnected from all sports right now.
Oh, man. That means you've been working hard. That's a good thing, right?
Yep.
I love it. All right. So what do we got tonight? You know what? Speaking of money and giveaways, we actually have $600, right? $600 that we're giving away tonight.
up for grabs.
6 names. Josh is drawing 6 names.
From the canasta.
And hopefully it's one of you because we're itching to give away some money, I think. I feel like we are. What kind of announcements do we have this week?
I don't know.
We'll
see what comes up on the screen.
Give us an announcement. You know, we've been doing announcements in the middle.
Bourbon Nights this weekend. We're heading off to
start.
Wynnewood. Most people don't know. We should have marketed this a little stronger. Wynnewood, home of the Tiger King.
Is it Wynnewood or Wynwood?
Oh, I don't know. What is it, Josh? Wynwood or Wynnewood?
I have no idea.
Oh, man.
Home of the Tiger King. We're heading off to the Stonewood Ranch this weekend. We'll be flying in on Friday. Be getting it popping on Friday. I'm going to be amazing at the sporting clays. I'm going to spend a lot of time getting my sporting clay skills down, getting ready for that.
That will come in handy in any crisis situation. You know, I really enjoy the prepping component of it. So if you can get this down, I'll be really excited.
We're going to shoot hogs. We're going to ride the side-by-sides. We're going to drink bourbon. We're going to smoke cigars. We're going to have bonfires. We're going to mastermind. We're going to do some business dev. We're going to do all the things. And Wynnewood.
Well, so we have Skip saying it's Wynnewood and Bailey saying Wynwood. So we still have conflicting
I don't know that
thoughts.
Bailey's saying Wynwood, and he's just writing it.
Well, I don't know that would spell Winnie.
Well, it's just missing an E.
Ah, okay. Well,
He
we're
just
going to
doesn't know how
find
to
out.
spell. What else we got? Boom! Halftime mastermind. We're super pumped about this. Hey, if you've never been to SoFi Stadium, this is your invite. This is your chance. October 28th and 29th, halftime mastermind. We're going to be meeting on the 28th all day.
It's going to be so good.
Mastermind with amazing guests dropping in. The guest list is incredible. Then we're going to have an experience, Sunday night football. We're going to get there when doors open at SoFi. We have an on-field suite. So we'll be, that's it. The suite is incredible. Just go ahead and jump on that SoFi website and see what that looks
That
like.
alone would be
Basically,
worth
like
it,
on
right?
the field.
Like,
well, we're
that
going to
experience.
have 18 guests. We can fit 18 in our suite. But what people didn't know, how we plan. So this isn't some like Bojangle, put together fly by night. Who knows what the heck is going on? we just signed our deal with SoFi, so we have a suite that we share with the Meltzers. Meltzer has his office there. We have our on-field suite, so we're going to utilize our suite. Our suite is smaller, junior suite.
Yes.
We have 8 people in our suite. The 8 people in our suite are special guests. We're going to take them down to the on-field suite and let you guys network, mingle, do some business development with those guys. Going to be amazing. Also, by the way, the mastermind is Saturday. Saturday night, we're going to be hosting a VIP dinner,
Which we also signed the contract for today.
which all of our mastermind attendees, it's included in your mastermind price. So it's $2,500 to go to the VIP dinner. So you're already registered for that. You get a mastermind,
killer
a
deal.
full day mastermind with all of our guests,
Yep.
and you get to go to the suite, on field suite, for Sunday night
It's a
football.
literal no-brainer.
So we're gonna have a lot of real special surprises. Yes, it's gonna be well.
I am
worth
cracking
it.
up at Bradley Hahn's comment. It says Lacey is secretly sending Sean off for an end of world survival training disguised as bourbon nights. I love it. You know me so well. I can't wait to hear what Sean learned.
You should see what we eat. It's not necessarily end of world prime rib.
I know, but you're going
ribeye
hog
steaks,
hunting. You're
red
like
velvet
learning.
cake.
I know.
Week number
well,
1 of NCAA football season in Wynnewood. We have a big giant home theater there.
That'll
Not
be
enough to
fun.
call it home theater because it's a ranch. It's
Yeah.
a giant theater where we'll be watching some NCAA football. It's going to be amazing.
I've got
guys should-
three.
you
I've
guys
got
should
3 books
register.
lined up. We'll see if I can get through them all.
You guys
with
should have
you in your
registered.
end of world
You
training.
cannot register now. It's way too late. You can still register for the Experiential Mastermind. Go to www.experientialmastermind.com. I'm telling you. This is what happens too. We should do a live on this, but I mean, I'm just going to tell everybody watching. We've talked about the mindset of business. I can't tell you how much money we have generated from being at other people's events for our business because of who we get to meet, who we do business with, opportunities. I was thinking about that. I posted today in Black Diamond Club about relationship capital. Relationship capital is taking us to UFC 295. We'll be at UFC 295, Jones versus Miocic. It's going to be amazing. Us, Mark Murphy and his fiance Lisa, who spoke at Money Matters, and then Michael Chandler and his wife Bree, we're all going to 295. I'm looking forward to see what that looks like to walk into MSG with, by my account, no, I'm not the expert, the superstar of UFC. Everybody's wondering what's going on with that fight.
I know.
What's going on with that fight?
We
I don't know.
yeah,
All I know
nobody
is
really
that we'll
knows.
be in New York. If you can add, we'll be in New York with Michael and Bree at 295. So I don't know if that means it's likely he's fighting 30 days later or unlikely that
up to you
he's
to
fighting.
decide.
You have to put 1 + 1 and see what that makes. Somebody's not telling the truth on the internets here. Either it's us
Did you say internets? Did
Yeah.
you add an S to
Yeah.
it?
Either
Like
it's
you're
us
90 years old.
or it's Conor McGregor. I don't know. Somebody's not telling the truth. I
On
don't
the
know. who.
interwebs, people.
But here's the
love it.
point. Listen, if you're going to condition your mind, scared money don't make money. If you're of the mindset that I need to cut back expenses, we've talked about that, then you are also of the mindset that you need to cut back revenue. If you're looking for a deal, then you're going to attract people that are looking for a deal. And I'm
Right.
not saying that Experiential Mastermind is not a deal, because it is. It's an
It is a
incredible
great
deal.
Yeah.
But I also want people to know, like, the amount of revenue that's generated from the business development opportunities at events like this far eclipses anything that you're investing. It's an investment in yourself. I would even say I kind of feel bad even talking about the Sunday night football and the on-field suites and all of that stuff, because that's just extra. What you're really doing is investing in yourself on your own personal development, and then the relationship capital that's able to be brokered and developed through those. And where that will take you, oh my gosh, like just unbelievable places. Just you can't even imagine. I could never have imagined, even on it, like just rerun today, the phone calls and conversations that I had today are due to relationship capital.
Yeah,
The people
absolutely.
that I talk to, work with, make deals with, I would never have dreamt that 2 years ago. But it's not because I watched videos and didn't do anything. It was because we knew how to strategically invest into the development of our business, which has gotten us where we are today. You're going to talk about that, the back end of your business, apparently.
I'm not going to talk necessarily about the back end. I'm going to talk about the structure, how to create one.
The front end?
The front end. I know. Thanks, James, for that awesome title for our talk today.
Do we have any more things to talk about? We do. Oh,
We
do you
do.
want to talk about
No.
something?
I
You
was
go
actually
ahead.
going to say this is, first off, Bradley Hahn's got your back because he said there's technically a Web 2 and a Web 3.
Yeah, so both of them
Yeah, and a dark web.
on the internet.
Yeah. I thought this was really important. Jeremy says deal versus discount, and there is a big difference. And I love that he brought that up because I think that, when we're talking about the experiential mastermind, it's a good deal. It's not discounted. We haven't done some crazy steep discount. You can't get a early bird special on it. The price is the price, but it's a killer deal. So I love that. And that's something important to always consider for your business when you're out there in your marketing.
Speaking of early bird, rush on over to www.blackdiamondclub.com and click on that Marketing Matters
Get in where you fit.
tab and enjoy the super triple early bird discount. Register today and you can get
Also
in
known
on
as
that
the
5
everyday
time
price.
extended triple early bird, super early bird discount. November 2nd and 3rd, the Turnberry Resort and Hotel, a hotel and resort. JW Marriott puts on a great show. We're descending on the Turnberry Hotel and Resort in Miami. We're going to play some golf on Halloween.
I was going to say, you're descending early so you can play golf.
Shank Dilly
You are.
Cup. Listen, here's like the ultimate entrepreneur experience is you hit up that experiential mastermind. You fly straight from SoFi to Miami, as we are.
Yep.
You rest at the Turnberry in the Endless River pool thing
Yes.
that you're excited about.
Very excited.
On Monday, Tuesday, you grab your golf clubs. You get out there for the Shank Dilly Cup.
There it
Tuesday,
is.
October 31st, starting at 1 p.m. This is an incredible format. Turnberry Isle Country Club.
Like
We're going to
that
be
photo
playing
of you,
some
by the way.
awesome golf there. Wednesday, you get down on that VIP day. So you got to be a VIP. So get yourself in IPO. Reach out to Jane at blackdiamondclub.com. Get yourself in IPO so you can be at VIP day. I don't know if we can't pay for, I think if you come to VIP day and you actually take notes and execute what we talk about in that one day, it should pay for IPO for the year.
Yep.
Well, they at least get you to the next workshop, but that would be like if we were mediocre at best. Should pay for it for the year, but don't quit. That was before when we make those okey doke deals. We didn't have you got to do it for a year, and so that means you get triple 300% ROI because you get 3 workshops included
And a discovery day.
and a discovery day. So I don't know how that doesn't pay for itself. Again, I don't know what you're waiting for. Those are great deals, not discounts. And then the actual show itself, November 2nd, 3rd. I need to make a text here. I can't because I don't have my phone. But I got to double check on our guest speakers. Lining up the guest speakers. Going to be amazing. You're not going to regret it. You're gonna be like,
I just found out a guest speaker that we were trying to lock in sent me that he could do one of the dates. So I'm very excited.
Sweet.
All right.
We had all these guest speakers. Like it gets hard, right? Because like a lot of real high profile people like to speak at our events now. And then, I mean, some people, like there's like 4 or 5 that still want to hear us talk. There are those that are like, you guys suck. We got that.
Nobody says that.
Yeah.
No, they
Like
don't.
they want their money back. We give their money back. It's fine. Because we're not
Yeah.
going to make everybody happy.
Yep.
But I would just think like, man, the amount of money that you would have to pay to hear these people, just the guests.
Yeah.
If you could find them out there speaking on different, platforms, holy smokes. Hey, there's my buddy Shane Riggs. The relationships you make at these events, he's talking about like VIP dinners and masterminds are worth every penny. Love Shane. Shane, I'm going to get with you. Just been super packed. I've got to learn about that system that you have. Everybody is well served to plug into Shane Riggs. Shane Riggs and his team, what they've done for our business. Again, that's another one. Met Shane Riggs at one of these VIP dinners. We're already making money because of Shane Riggs.
It's all about relationships.
But if you don't go, you can't make any money.
But even if you have great relationships, you still have to have great systems in your business. And I think that's what we're talking about tonight.
Do you got any more things for us to shout out, Josh?
We got some shows next week.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
You
there's
said
some
you were excited
shows.
about the new shows
I
next week.
am.
Me and Coach Brian Hall, elevate your
Brian, are you
game.
on?
We've moved the show over to Instagram for technical reasons. We'll still repost it up on YouTube. It just won't run live on YouTube.
Yep.
It's going to run live on Instagram. So you got to follow at Dr. Sean Dill, and I think it's at Coach Brian Hall. Make sure that you plug in Brian if you're
Brian's
on
on
here.
here. He
throw
is.
up your Instagram handle so everybody can follow
Threw up the
along.
hands.
We're gonna get deep. We're gonna get deep on spiritual concepts for entrepreneurs, right? So it's not a sermon. It's not a Christian show. It's spirituality for the entrepreneur. And listen, entrepreneurs love to burn the candle at both ends.
Yep.
Entrepreneurs love to focus in on their business. Then, if I watch social media, then they want to get their physical health right. They want to get their relationships right. Well, we're going to talk about your spiritual health with Coach Brian Hall, which I think is potentially a giant weakness in a lot of you. And Brian Hall is going to come in, not me. Brian's got the answers for you. I'm just going to be along for the ride. I'm going to ask great questions because I'm a great question asker.
You are. You're a
And I'm
great
going to ask great
interviewer.
questions. I'm going to press Brian. I'm going to challenge Brian. I'm going to see, on some difficult topics, not crazy out there. I'm talking about difficult for you so that we can get Brian to give you some answers to grow spiritually so that you can, of course, serve more people better. And then what happens from that is you get the bounty, you get the abundance that is spiritually ordained for you. We also have another show coming up that I'm excited. We're going to be talking about all things leadership. Again, tough topics, man. Like, what's going on in the world today? Do we need better leaders? What are the ramifications? If we're going to talk to a war hero on a weekly basis, again, we're going to broadcast this live into Instagram every week, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Major Ed Polito, Heart of the Lion Foundation, works with John Daly, puts on golf tournaments all over. Man, I feel like Major Ed's out
great
like
insight.
every
Yeah.
week and gives, phenomenal insight. Major Ed sacrificed his own body for this country. Purple Heart. Man, like you won't meet anyone more patriotic and more of a leader than Major Ed. So I'm excited to press him on some of these concepts. What's going on in the world? Are we failing our own country? Are we failing our own businesses? Are we not showing up as leaders? How can we be better leaders? And man, he's got great stories. I mean, you think that it's tough because maybe your revenue is down. Well, imagine being in a war where people are shooting at you. Imagine stepping on a landmine and realizing I may have lost a limb. And that's when real leadership shows up. And so this man has an awful lot to share and an awful lot to teach us. I can't wait. I know you were just telling me that you can't wait. You're excited because you're going to be an
Spectator is what I called it, an onlooker, yes.
on these shows.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm excited.
What do you got for us?
Well, I was thinking about what the back end of our business looks like. And obviously we do a lot of things and we have a lot of things going on. To try to explain how we create systems and infrastructure in our business in a very short time frame is just not possible. So I thought to myself, what is the process, though, that we go through in order to have solid systems and infrastructure? And so I broke it down into 5 points. This is what I came up with today. And let me know if you agree or disagree, but I feel like this is something that you and I have innately done since the inception of all of our businesses, since the inception of the Specific, since the inception of Black Diamond Club. This is kind of the structure that we have followed in order to create solid ground to build upon. So, number one, you have to understand and learn the system yourself. And we talk about this all the time, and I think that people oftentimes don't take this serious enough. You should know how to do everything in your business. And what I mean by that, it doesn't mean that you need to know how to do it well, but you need to have at least an understanding of it. Like if we were waking up every day and blind to some of the components of the way that our business ran, we would not know how to spend our money properly, if things were working for us, how to tweak them, how to adapt them, or when to get rid of them, right? And so I think a lot of people, they just hand off certain things to individuals in their business or outside companies that they hire, and they never take the time to understand them. This is such an important foundational element that has to happen in everything that you do. And again, I'm not saying that you have to learn everything step by step and be an expert in it, but at least you have to have an overview and a basic understanding of how to do it.
especially on the financial side.
Especially
But
on
I
the
think that
financial
there,
side.
you know, for years, and I don't know, it was popularized probably in the 1980s. A lot of bad things happened in the 80s,
Yeah.
but like business
Except
was
for me, I was
really
born in the
bad.
80s.
Well, that was good.
Yeah, that's good.
Business was really bad in the 80s, not
Right.
business, but business practices. And so that's where I think like this idea of like the provider, and this is a show for service providers, but the provider being scared of the money. That's when like then all of a sudden we just brought in the long-legged blonde who was going to handle the financial discussion while the doctor ran for their lives and they were afraid of talking about money. I think that's when that evolved. But
Yeah.
here's the problem. Then that other person knew all about the financials and you knew nothing about it because you didn't even understand what was going on in that room. So many of you need to be admonished tonight because you don't have a good handle on what's going on in your business financially, and that opens you up, makes you extremely
That
vulnerable
is your
for some
Achilles
foul
heel.
play,
Right.
and that you'll discover it after you're 6 figures down or you're in big problems. You got to know you don't have to be the CPA, you don't have to be the bookkeeper, but you've got to be on top of it. You don't have to be the funnel builder, but you've got to be on top of it. So many of you have just you dove headfirst into the deep end of delegation that you just
Yes.
literally have no handle on anything that's going on in your business, which means now that in essence, you work for them.
Yep.
Because they're the ones that are in control. You've got to show
You
up
want
to
to talk
service the
about
people,
golden
but they
handcuffs?
hold the business
Well, I
in
was
their
gonna say, you want to
hands.
talk about golden handcuffs of a business. Now you're handcuffed by somebody else's knowledge and understanding of your business that you don't actually have.
I can't believe the
That's
number of calls that
dangerous.
I got from
Yeah.
people that were like, "Oh, my web guy sold my website to someone else." Like, and they don't know. They don't
They didn't
know.
even
And that's
know.
because the web people tell you like, "Oh, don't worry about it." How many people have I dealt with that built a website and then the client didn't even own the
Right.
domain name? Right? Because they just allowed someone else completely to do the thing. And then all of a sudden they wanted to change for whatever reason. But then now they couldn't because they didn't even own the domain name. Turns out that this agency owns their name. And man, you must know. I'm not saying, you're not saying you must do, but you must know every element of your business. You have to at least put eyes on everything.
Well, it's funny because you were talking about like the financial component and how if you don't understand how it creates you to be vulnerable. And I think a lot of people think when they think vulnerability with finances, they think like embezzlement or somebody stealing from me. And so
Oh, it could be
automatically,
innocent
well, that's
even.
what I was going to say. Like automatically they're like, but that could never happen to me. But you know what could happen to you? Mismanagement of funds, misappropriation of funds, utilizing funds
accidents.
frivolously, accidents, all these
Listen,
kinds of
we love
things.
Stripe, but if you don't know about your Stripe account, you might be making some random donation to whatever,
Yep.
the something, whatever the cause is, because it's in
Somebody
there.
set it up wrong.
Somebody set it up wrong. And now
And they were
every
like,
time you
donate to
run,
climate change.
you're donating to something. And
Yes.
hey, if you want to donate to climate change, check the box. I got no problem with that.
But if you
But I
don't, you
bet the
might wanna check your
majority of
Stripe
you
account.
don't have a clue.
Right,
You didn't.
yeah.
You don't know. You don't know. Did I opt in or opt out? And you might be donating a lot of money to
Right.
climate change and might not want that to be your cause.
Yeah, and understand, learn the system. So here's also the disclaimer to this. When you are newer in business, you actually should learn the system. Like and that
At
was
least
one
be
thing.
able to do
Be
it
able to do
competently.
it because you may not have the financial ability to have somebody else step in and do it for you when things are rough or when somebody gets sick. So a lot of times that person needs to be you. So again, like a more immature business, new, getting off the ground, this is where we recommend really understanding and learning the system. And then step number 2 is working the system. So if you're a new business, this actually means doing the system step by step. If you're a more mature business, what I mean by work the system is watch somebody else do it. I think this is important. So there's stuff that we were working on today. I had the team over at the house and we were working on a new process of our social media marketing. I'm not going to run that, but I sat next to James as we were working through that specific component because I need to work through the system in my mind so that I can understand the next step, which is how to tweak the system, right? Look, the reality of it is just like anything, you're the entrepreneur, you're the head of your business. You are the one person responsible to understand, at least understand every piece and all the components that are happening in your business. Oftentimes we hire somebody and their job is to only understand one part. So they can only tweak what they understand that they're doing. Your job is to have an umbrella, a 10,000 foot view, and your ability to tweak systems is actually going to be more impactful and effective because you understand how it works with everything else. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong.
What was the first one?
Understand and learn the system, and then
And
work
work,
the system.
and twerk.
And then twerk the system.
Got it.
Everybody work. No? No?
All right. So after they twerk, what do they do?
They work and twerk. And then you go live.
Go
Then you
live.
Then
Do
you
the
get-
10-second
then we get-
countdown.
Then we
take it
got
live.
social media content. Then you put content on. You're working and twerking. You don't like the twerk it, tweak it
Yeah.
approach?
Yeah.
Super important.
Work it, twerk it.
Super important.
live.
Oh, God. All right. He's getting me all off track. What do you guys think about this so far? Do you guys work it and
This-
twerk it? If you
yeah.
don't,
Well, it's your back end. You got to work it and twerk it.
I think we should draw a name, Josh. Let's take a little pause at the twerk section. We have 6
go
names
ahead.
to draw.
6
Let's go
names.
ahead
Let's draw
and draw a couple of names.
Let's get that canasta fired up.
Oh, I love it. I love
I
it.
just wanted, is there anybody from our team on other than Josh? Josh is working.
Josh is always on.
I need somebody
no,
to.
Bobby DeLude and Bailey were on.
Okay, are they on now? Bobby DeLude, the podcast dude, are you on? I need for somebody to put a ClickUp task for James because I don't want the canasta. I want it to be digital. I think of this every
Pat
week.
Kimball's on.
Pat, I need a ClickUp task. I need James to have a digital drawing method solved by next week. And I got everybody who's here. All 14 of these people are going to hold James accountable.
Yep, we got everybody
If
on
we don't
here.
get a winner
We got
today,
82
oh,
people on.
hang on, everybody. All 82 of you. First of all, tonight's episode is sponsored by KRAM Nutrition.
Everybody, the people are
Go to
sad.
KRAMnutrition.com, use discount code BDC20 and order your KRAM. Like we have tons of KRAM in our refrigerator. People come over, bang, you pull out the KRAM. They love it. You fire it up. They want to get it. We're available in Meyer. We're available at Erewhon. Is that how you say it?
Erewhon.
Erewhon. We're available in Sprouts, and we're available online. Go to KRAMnutrition.com, BDC20. They're our sponsors tonight.
right,
And I
so
also wanted to say, but I forget what it is. You already made me forget.
We're good. Okay, so everybody is sad about the canasta.
No, I want it to
No.
be digital.
I know, but like people
Because
really
here's the
like
thing.
the canasta. So we do. Pat says we have to have a proper burial for the canasta. So
Okay.
here's what I'm saying: we should do this like old school office space video style.
Blow it up.
Maybe we blow it up. Maybe we beat it up. Maybe we just bury it. Who knows? But we should have James do a really creative video.
I got to tell you why.
For the canasta.
I want to tell you why we have to do this is because, listen, we have cracked the code for us.
Blow it up, they're saying.
And so BDC membership is up 10% in the last 90 days. And there's a lot of putting in new names into the canasta. So if I had it digital,
Yeah.
we would just upload the new Excel sheet.
It would be much
It would be much
faster.
faster, and we'd be able to keep this current in half the time is what we spend trying to keep the canasta current. Spending all day trying to give out money. Here's the other thing, though, for everybody that's brand new. Here's what we're doing. We're giving away $600 tonight. We're going to draw 6 names. Inside the canasta, we have the names of all 770 some odd Black Diamond Club members and 50, 60, I don't know how many Book Yourself Solid
members.
Network
Yep.
members. So all your names are in there. We're going to draw a name. Then you have 30 seconds to tell us you're here. So make sure that you've tested out the chat and that your chat is working. Like put test, make sure you see it. You must be present to claim the prize. If we draw 6 names and nobody claims the prize, Lacey and I, we add another $100. Next week, it'll be $700. If nobody wins next week, and we'll be in Naples next week.
Yep.
If nobody wins next week, then we'll add another 100, it'll be 800. And that's when everybody starts showing up. I don't know why, I figured it out. People don't care until it's $800. And then it's on, and then you got to pay attention because a few times we've gotten up over $1,000. That's a good prize. As people start showing up, what, free $1,000? They don't care about your 5 back-end things. They want money. So Josh?
Isn't 8 a good number?
I feel
8's a good.
so,
Bailey
Hey,
says
Bailey's
8's
on
the-
here.
8's
Bailey
a-
says,
Yeah.
but
8's the
listen, I got to
number.
tell you, people are really sad about the canasta. People like the canasta. They say it's a lot of fun.
It will be
the
an
people have
electronic
spoken.
canasta.
Yeah, but that's not.
I
as
need
fun.
James to find an electronic canasta.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see, guys. We'll see what
It-
happens
maybe
to the
James
canasta.
will make
Stay
it.
tuned for
Maybe
the
it'll
canasta
play music.
saga.
Canasta, canasta.
And then it squeaks like old school style.
Yeah, we had
All
to
right.
fix that.
We
Hey,
got 30
everybody, we're
seconds
gonna
on
be
the
back
clock.
in Naples next week. So I don't know what we're. Oh, the canasta will be here.
Mm-hmm.
The producer will be here. Got it. All right. 30 seconds on the clock. Josh, who you got? First winner.
All right, let's get it. We have David Russ.
David Russ.
David Russ.
That's an easy name.
That's easy.
an
Yeah, you can't
Easy
mess that.
name. David Russ.
David.
We've been pulling some pretty crazy names out. David Russ. That's the thing too, is we've been growing BDC.
Fake.
We've been getting some other, David Russ, fake name.
Fake name.
David.
Enjoying here. Two
Russ.
first names. There's a lot of two first name people here.
Dave Russ.
Mhm.
Boom, boom,
Dang.
Oh,
boom,
David
boom,
Russ.
boom.
Nobody likes the two first names. They think they're all fake. Yeah.
Where's Mike Merck? Is he in here?
Yes, Mike's here. It said totally fake. Two first names.
Mike, we're coming to Naples. I'm coming to Naples on
Yeah.
Monday.
I think I saw in here somebody
Mike and I will
asked
probably
what
watch-
happens if you win. If you win, don't worry. Luke reaches out to you and he pays you via PayPal. I think usually a
Venmo,
couple
something
or
like
Venmo
that.
a couple days
So-
right after.
yeah,
So
the next day. We
Yeah.
send your money the next day if
Yeah.
you win.
Yeah.
Mike and I are going to probably watch NFL football. Not this Sunday.
Very
a week
excited
from
for you.
Sunday.
Yeah.
We like to get
Great.
together and do that. He drinks
right.
banana banshees.
next up on the canasta, name number 2.
Man, I'm hoping I don't butcher this.
You got this. You got this.
Oh, it's a
I
hard
believe in
one?
you.
Okay.
I
The
believe in you.
The last name. All right, here we go. We have Autumn Coos.
Cussing.
Cousin.
Autumn cussing. Don't be cussing.
Don't be
Autumn
cussing.
Don't be cussing.
Be nice.
No
Autumn.
cussing, Autumn.
Autumn.
Autumn cussing. That's not two first names. If it was cousin, it could be cousin Autumn,
Yeah.
but it's cussing. I guess it could be cussing Autumn.
Torchio wants the gold canasta if we go electric. Ashley loves it. So as long as
Oh.
we don't blow it up, as long
Little-
as that's not the
Little known fact, everybody, there are 2 canastas.
there
right?
are 2 canastas.
There are 2 canastas.
Well, one canasta is at Naples.
Yeah, one
Yes.
canastas in Naples. We
But
have
now
to have.
we don't draw anymore.
We have like this duplicate life.
yeah, we
There's
do.
everything in here. There's here. So we could blow up one canasta, and then one day, maybe when we get to 1,000 BDC members, we put the 1,000 BDC members in the
I don't
golden canasta.
think they will fit in
Yeah,
there.
we
It's too
already,
many
yeah,
names.
no, we
Oh,
shrunk
I
them
guess
down.
maybe.
Yeah,
We did
they will
shrink 'em
fit
down.
because before they didn't fit, and then when we canasted the canasta, they weren't actually being canasted because they were just stuck.
Yeah.
But now we shrunk them down.
Doesn't
and-
canasta mean basket?
Yeah.
So you basketed the basket?
That's right.
All right.
Canasta,
I think Sean's
canasta.
not responsible for the back end, I guess, of the business. Canasta the canasta, and it didn't work. All right.
All right, one more.
One more name, and then I'm going to finish point 4 and 5, even though nobody cares what I have to say. We're going to do
Well,
it anyway, folks.
At least they won't
tonight.
leave unless there's a winner. If there's a winner, it'll go to 8.
Oh,
Watch.
that's awesome. Okay. What do we got? Name number 3.
Another last name. Tina.
Oh,
Gottlieb.
Tina Gottlieb.
Tina Gottlieb.
Listen, Mike
from
Merck,
Temecula,
you know
California.
Tina is real.
Tina Gottlieb
Tina
from
has been
Temecula.
around for a very
It's
long
like
time.
5 something or
She-
another in Temecula, folks.
Yep.
Let's see if Tina's here. Watch the chat. Tina Gottlieb. Tina Gottlieb.
See?
Temecula,
Mike
California.
knows who Tina is. She's also an upper cervical doc. Yep. Tina Gottlieb. Tina Gottlieb. Yeah. Dr. Travis Howell says, James, your name is only in the Naples one. Sorry.
James who? Taylor?
Yeah.
JT?
JT, that's it.
Just
Yeah.
don't call him Jimmy.
Yep.
Do not call him Jimmy,
Nope.
guys. Do not. He does not like that.
He does not like that.
James.
James.
Or JT.
Jim.
Or Jim. Hey, Jim.
Jim. All right, everybody. Okay, so we've got work it and twerk it. What do you think comes next? That's the real question. Understand, work the system,
Slap it up.
twerk the system. Teach the system.
Teach the
Teach
system.
the system. Gosh. You know what? Like, it's just not as fun as work it and twerk it. Like, I should have come up with something a little more creative. But no, honestly, after you tweak the system, then you have to teach the system to somebody else.
That goes well.
The-
Tweak the system, teach the system.
Yeah, the only way you
Tweak it and
know
teach it.
if the system is actually a good system is to try to teach it to somebody else. Because a lot of times you guys think you have a good system in place, but only you understand it. Or conveniently, you've omitted little parts of the system because they become natural to you, right? And so a lot of times I may teach you something and I forget step 3 or step 5 because it's a little step, but it's something I naturally understand and know. And therefore, when I teach it, the other person can't fully execute it because I missed those pieces. But that's the thing. That's how you have to be able to, that's why you have to be able to understand it and work it a little bit so that you can tweak it and teach it.
Who's calling? Don't they know you're on a live?
They do know I'm on a live. I got rid of it quick enough.
Man,
I know.
Lacey's busy. This is a nationally broadcast event.
Okay.
Oh, anybody could
After
not
you
know
teach
that.
the system and somebody's learned how to do it and you feel good about all the steps that you have, guess what you do for the very last thing?
Reach the system. Reach the pinnacle.
You've reached the pinnacle and you've got to pencil the pinnacle down on paper and document the system.
Document the system.
Document the system. And one of the things that we talk about all the time is that when you document, you can do it in multiple ways. You can write it down. You can do it step by step. You can do a video of it. You can record yourself teaching somebody else. Or if it's on the computer, you can just do a screen capture. And then you've got to house those someplace where you can constantly evolve that document and it's really easily accessible. Literally, that is exactly what we follow for all the foundations of our businesses, all the infrastructure, all the systems are those 5 steps. And every time we bring on something new, that's exactly what we do. We understand it, we work it, we change it, we teach it, and then we document it. And then there you have it. That's it.
Doesn't matter what the business is, you just keep following those. A lot of people ask, usually reference to time, like how do
Yeah.
you do all of this? But also, I think if you really paid attention, in all seriousness, to today's live, that's the real secret to how are you managing Everbowl and being involved in Well Infused
People say that all the time,
and
"How
the
are you doing all these
Specific and
things?"
Black Diamond Club and Book Yourself Something. Well, just that, because if you follow that, that creates a ton of order out of the chaos. And then the people who are in charge of those things or participating in those things, they just follow the documented system that has been tested and has been improved upon and been taught to them. So then it becomes super easy. And then our job becomes the monitoring of overseeing, which there's a way that we do that. And then we're just able to look for, the holes and the cracks in the system and then
Right.
make those tweaks again and reteach and make sure that we're constantly improving. One last thing I just wanted to share. I'm wearing my Queued Up shirt today. Shout out to Jackson Dietrich. That app will be out very soon on all of your app stores. And also 58 people for Well Infused. Visit that. We're super excited about that. Don't just sit on the couch. Make sure, winning money is nice. And I hope that somebody wins here. We're going to have 3 more names to draw.
But generating money?
Creating money.
Creating money,
wealth.
much better.
That's magical. So
Yes.
hopefully you're actually paying attention to the content. I
Write
always
these,
tell
write
people,
these 5 steps down and just go back and say, have I done a good job in all of these areas in my business? Take the things that you're doing and the different arms of your company and say, when it comes to marketing, do I understand it? Have I actually watched and worked it? Have I tweaked it? Like, that's really important for you guys to do. Even though this has been a really fun episode, this is vitally important to your business.
yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. I tell everybody this is more of our fun episode, but I also think that inside of the fun, I think we're able to deliver actual content
Where's
that's very
content?
valuable. But I think that what I worry about is I don't want people to miss out on that. Also, I'm super excited. Another great win this week is the team has put together a potential collaboration partnership with a new cold plunge partner.
Yeah, very excited about
super
that.
excited about that because we're going to be able to offer to you. I think that we have found
Cold plunge at
the
this
cold
house.
plunge. Yeah, the cold plunge solution that, for me, you don't love to get cold. That is super vital for me. You guys know that we have one in Naples, and I've been looking and researching at all of the different options. I wanted to get the best because I take that part really seriously, and I believe that we have found the perfect partner. Can't wait to introduce you to them. And so if you don't have a plunge yet, hold on. Don't buy your plunge until we are able to release that to you, because we're also working to get you guys a deal.
Yeah.
The best deal possible, as I want you guys to be well served, as I want you guys to improve your relationship with the cold.
Well, I was just thinking, I think that I should start a scalding hot movement.
Yeah, go
Women
ahead.
all around the world, you like to get in scalding hot showers. We like to burn our skin off. It's what we do.
By the way,
Let's just create a movement and make it cool.
So Nate Bloomy wants a cold plunge, and,
Yeah.
and we'll get you a great deal on that. By the way, the plunge that we're looking at, creating the partnership with, it does go hot. Now I have no idea why you would want to do that. Our plunge in Naples can go hot, but then it's just a bath, and that's actually kind of weird.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you would start that. They have that.
So, look, we get saunas for sale. We've got
have
hot
that.
tubs, but I want hotter than hot tubs.
They have that. That exists.
I'm gonna
That
start
you didn't.
that.
You didn't start anything new. What are you, the Wim Hof of hot water?
Ooh, I love it. This is great. Yes, that's what I'm going to be. Just breathe through it. Your skin may be burning. Just breathe. But can you go back and put up Paul's wonderful comment that he made, because
Ooh,
it
Paul
was really
Natoli.
funny.
Paul Natoli's coming with us to SoFi.
It was
Can't wait
super
to show
good.
Paul around SoFi.
Missy Elliott song. That's what we got tonight. And then there we go. Work it.
Go ahead and sing it, Josh.
Work it, twerk it, burn it, watch it. However it goes.
Awesome. I love it. All right. Feel the burn. Josh, we got 3 more names to pull out of the canasta. Everybody spinning the golden canasta. I love it. Here we go.
All right, let's get 3 names.
Uh,
I'm gonna pick a winner.
3 more names coming out. One night, the winners fell out of the canasta.
They did.
Josh has pretty good
no, that's
control
the
over
night
it.
that Erin O'Connor won.
Oh, yeah,
Remember?
Erin
It spit her
Erin
name out,
O'Connor
and she
fell
won
out of the canasta.
$800.
And then she won. Yeah.
She didn't even follow the canasta. It went.
She shot
She
out
shot
of the canasta.
out of the canasta. Yes.
And she was a winner.
Yep.
Josh pulled the 3 names.
He's got 3.
He's going to tell us who they are.
Who's on next?
Let's get the.
Don't forget the
countdown.
timer. Do we? Yeah.
Where are we at?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. Who's winning?
Okay.
Thank you, universe.
We have
Tristan Parmley said Josh.
Danny Stetzel.
Danny
Oh,
Stetz?
Danielle.
Yes.
Danny.
But she goes by Danny.
It goes by Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny. Yeah,
Danielle
Danny.
Stetzel.
Danielle
That is a
Stetzel.
very real person.
Yes, Danielle Stetzel.
She's on here sometimes,
She
I
goes
think,
by
yeah.
Danny, but I don't know. I mostly see her as Danielle.
Do you? I thought her Facebook said Danny.
What says Danny?
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like that's where Luke would have got the name from.
I know her parents. And
Yeah.
Her parents probably call her Danielle.
That's probably fair.
Probably use her middle name too.
Well.
The sad thing about it is she didn't show up to win.
Yeah.
600.
$600.
A little more than half a rack.
Little more than half a rack. I love it. We got 2 more.
2 more.
2 more. Ronald McDonald's.
We have Perry Barnhill.
They're gonna say Harry Potter. I don't even know.
Perry Barnhill. Perry Barnhill.
Perry Barnhill. That does sound like a fake name, but it's not.
Does it?
Yeah, Perry
Come up with
Barnhill.
that, Perry Barnhill.
Yeah,
That's
come
a real
on.
name.
Perry.
Like Mike Smith. That would
Like
be like
Matthew
a fake
Perry.
name.
This is 2 last names. We usually have 2 first names. Perry Barnhill is 2 last names. Switching it up.
I don't
Switching
know
it up.
anybody whose first name is
Boom.
Perry.
Right.
You?
Just Perry Barnhill.
It's Perry Barnhill.
So that's why I said 2 last names. Come on, Dex.
All right, last one.
All right, last one.
We have Jermaine Ware.
Jermaine Ware
Jermaine.
from
Jermaine's on here sometimes,
Indianapolis.
Come on,
Jermaine
Jermaine.
Ware, track star from Indiana University. Indiana University taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes this weekend.
Hey.
Our good friend Mark Murphy will be hosting a tailgate if you're in town in Bloomington. Make sure you get there early. The game will most likely be over about 4 minutes into the game, but you want to be there. Jermaine, big
Jermaine.
IU fan. Who, Jermaine?
Oh.
I can't believe Jermaine wasn't here. Jermaine, I would think Jermaine would pop on.
I know. I feel like he comes on here often. Yeah.
No winner.
Retire the canasta on a win. I like that, Bailey.
Oh, maybe
I
we
think
do
that's a
that. Maybe
good-
we hold out
That's a good
until
Bailey
there's
idea.
a winner. But still,
That could be a week from now.
that's
2
got to
weeks
be
from now, 5 weeks
yeah.
from
So it's
now.
got to be a click up task. I need James to be on the digital
I
canasta
don't know. I'm kind of
because we don't know. It could be next week and then done. So he can't wait. We need to
I
test.
feel like we have a split crowd.
You just said
some
we
people
had
love
to,
the canasta.
we had to
Some
create
people
the system.
don't.
We had to test the system. We had to twerk it. We had to work it. We had to teach it. You can't just go to a digital
You had
canasta.
to twist it. You got to turn it.
That was why we had so much
You
problems
gotta
initially with the
turn it.
canasta. The names were too big. It was all creaky.
But then we figured it out, and now the names are in the
And now
canasta.
we're improving. We're moving on to Digitalville.
Vote on the Switch. What do you guys think? Digital or canasta?
It will be so easy because it'll
know.
go, and then their name
but
will
it is
pop
not
up.
as fun, right?
Bang! You'll see
Unless
your
we made
name,
it
and
like
you'll know that you're the winner.
roulette, right? Where you're
you
like
could do that.
watching your name and it's going,
But
and you're like,
there's
"There's
like
me,
a
there's
thousand
Nikki."
names. Like you wouldn't even be able to see your name.
That's
It would
fair.
be microscopic on their
Yeah.
little phones.
Look at that. Some people are like, canasta. Wow.
Digital. That says digital.
There's lots of
Lots of
canastas in there
digitals.
too, Sean.
More digitals. Digital is taking the lead.
Oh, I don't know.
Digital.
Yeah, well, we even WD-40'd it. We've given the canasta a lot of love.
We have, but it's just time for the canasta to go because there's just too many people.
I don't know.
It's-
Canasta's catching up. Where's my
it's-
canasta
it's
people
just-
at? Keep it going.
Yeah, but see,
I-
the team's not.
We're a split
Look,
house.
It's just the
This
team.
is
The
like-
team's not. The team doesn't need to be
Canasta,
every
canasta,
week adding in
canasta.
these people, taking out those people. It's just a lot of work to
Wow.
keep the canasta clean.
Is there a way we could do like a poll? Like, can we create a poll somewhere?
No, absolutely not. That was not one of the
The
things.
people have
That was
spoken.
not one of the things on how to get a system. Is poll
Okay,
the people.
I'm sorry,
That was
Dr.
not one
Jen.
of the
You can't
things.
put digital 800 times and think that it's going to count that many times. She's like literally put it so many times. All right.
Go, Jen. Yes.
Why is not anybody on my team that aggressive? Come on, canasta. Let's go. All right, fine. All right. Well,
That's
that's
it,
it.
folks.
That's all we got tonight.
That's it for tonight.
That was a good
That's all I
night.
got.
We got
Was a great night.
5 points, 6
great
names,
day.
and one.
Oh, hey, just for all of our
live
Carmel,
canasta.
Indiana fans, I put on my Facebook, we're going to begin the process of getting Ever Bowl #3 spun up and open in Carmel.
Yep.
For all of our Nashville, Tennessee fans, we're going to be coming out to Franklin, Tennessee, and Hillsborough, Tennessee, along with Michael Chandler. Can't wait to pop those off. Ever Bowl. Check it out. But hopefully you'll visit one of our stores, Chattanooga,
Yep.
Little Rock, Carmel, Franklin, Hillsborough, and then we got a handful more after that coming. Oh, and those of you that reach out to me and you wanted to invest in our next batch of Everbowl stores, I got you. I'll get with you. Just refining a couple of the numbers, putting together new offerings, and so appreciate you. I did not forget about you. Would love to have you guys on board. Yeah, because we have the system now, and it works.
It works.
Say good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.